Hi and welcome back for another video. In this video, let us see the unboxing of Redmi 3S Prime. It's Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime. I always wanted to buy a Xiaomi smartphone. I wanted to hold it in my hand and compare with all the smartphone that I have present with me. But then because of all the things, because of the huge demand for Xiaomi smartphones, I was never successful to buy. Every week I used to sit with my debit card to place an order for the Xiaomi smartphone, but the stock is so low for Xiaomi smartphone, I always used to miss them, and most of the time I missed at the payment screen itself. So here are some of the specifications for the Redmi 3S Prime. Have a look at them, then we can proceed with the actual unboxing. You can see that it has Qualcomm Snapdragon 430 octa-core processor. It has 720p display and a 13 megapixel rear camera, 5 megapixel front camera. Then you are getting a 4100 mAh battery. It's a lithium ion and or polymer battery. It also comes with a built-in fingerprint sensor. Then the UI is of course mentioned. It is Yamaha UI, and that's the UI on the smartphone. It was manufactured in this country itself. Usually they are manufactured in China, but this one is manufactured in India. Maybe since they have a lot of sale. In fact, they have become successful because of selling smartphones in this country. So they are actually making these smartphones in India. Let me cut the seal open now. After the seal is broken, we can go for the removal of the items from the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime's box. After removing the top cover of the box, the first thing that you see is the Xiaomi 3S Prime. It's black and actually it's a gray in color. I ordered a gray one. Usually I would order a black gold color smartphone. For every smartphone that you see, the color is gold. And I actually prefer buying gold, but this one, actually I bought it gray because a friend of mine recommended me getting the gray for this time, and I went ahead. Actually, I wanted to get this smartphone in my hand, and gold colors go out of stock very early. I wanted to get it quick, so that's why I ordered a gray one. And maybe I was ordering the gray one, I was successful to place the order for Xiaomi 3S Prime. It's as per the looks are concerned, it is good. You can see the devices in front of you. Now I'm keeping it aside so that I can remove the other items. And the next item that you can see, these are papers. These are paperworks. Maybe they are warranty cards and all that. It seems that the smartphone box has only charger and power cable, not even headset. And the pin is in this in the cover that I kept aside. So let me see what was there in the box. And here you have, it is this smartphone, and near the smartphone I have placed the charger, and near charger you have a small box of paper, and these contains the warranty cards and pin. So these are the paperworks, and the pin is here in this pin was kept in this box. So see, you are looking at the pin right now. I'm very closed in on the pin so that you can see it. Oops, actually it fell. Anyways, so this was the pin that was available, that was given with the box so that you can remove and insert the SIM card and SD card. Xiaomi smartphones have actually changed a lot. Looking at the smartphone, I can say that they have improved a lot when it comes to the design. The previous Xiaomi smartphones that I saw were very dull. They were brick-like. They were just dull in looks. They had no aesthetic appeal. They had specifications, but they were ugly to look. And it depends upon personal taste. Some people loved the design of those smartphones, and I did not. And here the Redmi 3S Prime is definitely looking good, at least in this gray color. The positioning of the camera and all that is very nice. Let us go ahead and see the design. Let us see where the power buttons and the volume rockers are. Let us zoom in on the smartphone and see the back of the device. Let us see the back of the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime, and this smartphone looks really indeed very beautiful. To the left side, to the upper left side of the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime, you have the camera lens and the LED flash So it's on the upper corner on the left side of the smartphone, and in the center, instead of camera, they have given a fingerprint scanner, and it is in the upper side of the smartphone. Usually the fingerprint scanners are in the center, actually above, just above the center. And looking at the bottom, you can see that there is a long speaker grill, and you can see that every other things are mentioned here, like where it was manufactured, and some other details like IS mark and all that are mentioned here. Let us go ahead and see the power, where the power buttons are. This is the left side of the smartphone, and on the left side of the smartphone you have a tray to insert SIM card and SD card. I have already shown you the pin with which you can remove this tray and insert the SIM card and SD card. I have actually already made a video. Actually, I am working on a video where you will see me inserting the SIM card and SD card in Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime. So this is that tray. On the right side of the smartphone, you can see that we have volume rockers and the power button. The volume rockers and the power button on the same side, that is on this right side of the smartphone. Usually the previous smartphone that I have unboxed, the volume up button and the volume up down button were separated, and they were not joined. In this case they are joined and they are perfectly placed, and I actually like it when the volume rockers and the power button are placed the same side. I do not like when the power button is on the left side and the volume rockers are on the right side. It becomes quite a bit annoying to actually work with the with these buttons here. So now let's move to the other sides. This is the bottom side of the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime. You can see that it has 3.5, actually it has USB port, maybe the 3.5mm jack is on the other side. So it has a USB port and a small hole, maybe this hole is there. It is either a microphone or is for noise cancellation. Mostly I think it is for the microphone. So on the top side of the smartphone you have 3.5mm jack, a port for noise cancellation maybe, and then you have IR blaster. So what the IR blaster does is that, actually what you can do with the IR blaster is that you can operate your TV, you can operate your AC. It acts like a remote control. Let me look at that later, but it is there. And I have asked some people and they want this IR blaster. Actually they wanted to buy 3S Prime because of this IR blaster. They love other smartphones and maybe they wanted to keep the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime because of this IR blaster. So this is the front side of the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime. Here you have the front camera, which is 5 megapixel. Then you have a speaker grill for you can hear the voice of the other person when he speaks on from the other side. That means it is a speaker for calls. You also have a thin plastic film placed on the smartphone so that it can protect the smartphone screen from scratches. I may keep it for a long time because I may not want to install a screen guard on the smartphone, so I'll keep it until it survives. Let us look at this lower side now. It does not have any physical button like other smartphones do. Even the home button is capacitive. It has a back button and the recent app button and the home button, but all of them are capacitive but not physical. In Samsung smartphone and other smartphones, the home button would actually usually be physical. In this case it's not, and the fingerprint scanner is in the back, and you have already seen that in Samsung smartphone it will be on the front side. I think it is better that the fingerprint scanner is always on the back of the smartphone. All the four sides of the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime have been rounded, making the handling of the smartphone very easy. Although the surface is very slippery, I feel like it may slip if I handle the smartphone. So back cover is a must for this smartphone. It is shiny. The back is very shiny, but it is very slippery. The front is completely blacked out, so the front screen is black, and the every other part of the smartphone is gray in color. The color is very shiny and gray. It looks very nice to look at. The gold color would have been much nicer, but in this case it is maybe the gray is just adding to the beauty of this smartphone. Different people have different tastes. Some of my friends would prefer a gray color smartphone, and I would prefer a gold color. It depends. I have said this already and I am repeating it once again. The previous Xiaomi smartphones that I have seen were not that good in aesthetic appeal. They were not good in design. They were great smartphone with great specification. Of course, I was disappointed with the performance. But in this case, I hope that the performance of the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime is good and fares well, because it has a lot of good features packed in it. And the aesthetic appeal of this Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime is indeed very great. The gray color is indeed nice on the smartphone, and I know the gold color will also look the same. And I think I have already repeated this previously, and I am repeating it once again. What to do? I have seen a lot of smartphone these days, and every smartphone is a good looking smartphone. One smartphone compared with other smartphone in terms of design, they are actually better. They keep improving. And recently I even opened the Huawei Honor 6X, and by God, that's a beautiful smartphone, even beautiful than the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime. You're going to see the unboxing of that smartphone very soon. And also I have the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 to unbox, and I will do that soon. Also, I'm also doing a lot of speed tests with the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime, and you can see that I am turning the smartphone from here and there, and you can see that I'm currently completely focused on the smartphone itself, and the background is blurred because of the lens that I'm using. And you can see that with the blurred background, you can actually see how the smartphone looks like. In fact, I think most of the people who are buying Xiaomi smartphone, they don't actually go for the looks, but they go for the specification and the price that it offers. The IR blaster that the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime provides is indeed an added feature for the smartphone. Usually this feature will be present in high end smartphone, inexpensive smartphones. I don't know of any smartphone, even a mid-range smartphone from any company that has IR blaster in it. I have used Samsung Galaxy Onyx. It did not have an IR blaster. It was a mid-range smartphone. In fact, the Lenovo P2 that I'm working on the unboxing of P2 also. So in fact, on the Lenovo P2 also, I don't think the IR blaster is present. So at the price point, it is offering people some fun. Usually IR blaster is useful if you don't have remote control, and if the remote control is with your wife, then definitely you can use the IR blaster in Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime to change the channel and watch the cricket match. And if the cricket match is going on, she's stuck on some soap operas. But other than that, the IR blaster is useless. And if you have an AC in your room and your children are playing with the remote and you want to shut the AC down, and then at that time you can use the IR blaster in the given to the Xiaomi 3S Prime and turn off your AC, and they won't even figure out that. So every other feature on the smartphone seems to be good. It has a 3GB RAM, and there is another variant of the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime, which is just the Redmi 3S. I don't think that there is a lot of sale for that smartphone, but for this particular one, there is a lot of demand. And of course, this smartphone might end up really good. And you are looking currently at the UI of the smartphone. It is indeed the different UI compared to other UIs that I have seen from Samsung, from Huawei, from Lenovo. The UI is completely different. I think it feels heavy. It feels kind of heavy. It isn't light like the UI of other smartphones. It isn't light. In fact, it is heavy, and I think that it will consume a lot of battery, and I have heard that this UI consumes a lot of battery back, and thus reducing the battery backup of the smartphone. So I think that should not be bothering anyone for now. So you are looking at the about phone section of the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime, and though for those who want to read through the about your device section of the smartphone, you can pause the video and read through the about phone section. And I think I'm going to say goodbye. I would like to sign off here. Have a good day. Until then, I'll meet you next time in another video. Until then, have a good day.